serious. Gerald, what up? I just can't stand people that don't know what it's all about when you dude, that's what I'm saying, bro. It's a business. Like I just talked to you the other day, right? Right? Bro, I'm telling you, Monty, hit Anthony up, bro. Don't be a dick to him. He'll help you, bro. Good, smart, bro. I'm telling you. Anthony's son. Playing around with the YouTube. I love you, Anthony. You know I do, bro. I too. It's about to rain out today all day. Monty 2D. All right. YouTube, Facebook. All the same names. All. Yep. Here. The Star Senders. All right. So y'all know Bacon's my little brother. He sent me a shit ton of name, and like, and, dude, I
We are about 10 miles or so southwest of downtown Los Angeles at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Dallas Cowboys and the Los Angeles Chargers.
That's right. That's right. Thanks.
Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week. And we are underway in Southern California. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Looking to pass first play is Prescott. Able to hit his target land. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 16 yards on the game's first play and a quick first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Prescott. Over the middle, it's complete.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Meanwhile, Dak's throw complete here to his receiver, Brown.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Prescott. And his throw is incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
Hey, for real. For real.
Well, they need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. And again, it's Prescott.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions and what was once a nice drive stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the 4th down.
Marr able to put this one through, and the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
After the made field goal, Marr back out there to kick it away.
Yeah, I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you.
No return here for Carter, and this will be a touchback.
Get up Anthony again. Inbox him.
Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10
at their own 25-yard line. They started on the ground with Eckler, and he is going to lose yardage here. And tip your cap to DeMarcus Lawrence. Nice play defensively.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage. They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. An open man, it's Josh Palmer. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. When you give up points on the opening drive, in this case a field goal, you'd hate to go 3 and out. They avoid that.
They do, and it's all mentally, too, as a coach, isn't it? Because you want to emphasize to your team exactly what you said. All right, we gave up a field goal. Let's go back and at least equal that, guys. But if we don't, you don't want them to feel like it's the end of the world either. Nice that they were able to pick up the first down there, help them relax a little bit.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big game.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now it's Herbert. Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. $3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
It opens everything up.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Prescott. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Swinging this out for Pollard. He's going to have the first down and more than that. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. On 2nd and goal, Prescott is going to flip one out here to his running back. Touchdown, Cowboys! Tony Pollard from 8 yards out. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
Well, CD, you know he's got great options at wide receiver, tight end, but there he looks to the backfield, and it results in a touchdown.
I love how you laid that out. So many options. You maybe forget about some of the ones that you should be covering. And they made them pay with that one, didn't they? You forget about the guys in the backfield, they're eligible too.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away.
DeAndre Carter now from his end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Charger drive about to get going. Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. He's got a man complete. And that one results in 35 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Running on first down, Eckler. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half, 10-0 our score. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. First down, and they stick with Eckler. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Barr. And the Cowboys are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
From the 38, Prescott. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Throwing, Prescott. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kenneth Murray, and the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
What's up, Joe?
Justin Herbert looking to pass. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
Got his man. It's Williams. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
First and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Meanwhile, Herbert's throw going into the hands of Williams. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Herbert throwing again. Able to hook up with Williams here on the out route. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. A Charger first there as Herbert finds Williams.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. 2nd down and goal. Herbert.
God damn.
Intercepted.
Fuck.
Picked up by Malik Hooker. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the 2nd quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
I don't know, 6 fucking games.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Chargers going to get the football first here in this 2nd half, and they trail as we get back underway. From his end zone, here comes Carter. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Charger drive about to get going. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively. Virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
I hate Dallas.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's 4th down.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the 3rd quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no time.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. Gallup now on the end around. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. Tough spot looking at 2nd and 16 here after the big loss.
Stop lagging. Stop lagging. Come on, Pick Prescott. What you got? Give me a pick.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Prescott now. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Schultz. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a fourth down. Now Prescott. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Touchdown. Noah Brown from 13 yards out. And the Cowboys' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
And that's a drive that makes everyone happy on that bench because they accomplish exactly what they set out to do. Take care of the football, eat up a little clock, end up in the end zone. Now they've got a cushion for the rest of the game. So they didn't just help themselves offensively, they helped their defense out as well.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that makes our score 17-0. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And Carter deciding not to bring this one out. The Charger drive about to get going. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Play action. It's Herbert. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Big DeMarcus Lawrence getting in there and bringing him to the ground. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. And some space here. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
Tackle made that time by Anthony Barr.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. It's Eckler again. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. Here's Herbert. They'll roll him out right. And this pass broken up.
Oh!
Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
4th down for Herbert. Desperation time. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Anthony Barr. And the Cowboys will take over possession.
Get out of the way. Get it out of the way. Oh, that was, yeah. That was trash. I played like shit that game. That dude, well, point-wise, we're about even. Yo, only in the building. What up? I told you I wasn't gonna quit. My last page was Nicholas Graham. Work.
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Buffalo Bills and the San Francisco 49ers. Robbie Gould's got it on the tee. He kicks it off, and here we go from Levi's Stadium. From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. And he doesn't even get this to the 10. He's taken down at the 9.
Brandon, whatever happened to the old... You don't know that you're definitely going to get it to at least a 20-yard line. You just take a knee in the end zone. Sometimes being too aggressive can actually cost you.
1
First down, they'll start out with Singletary. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Allen. That's caught by Gabriel Davis. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. To throw, it's Allen. The Niners get there and bring him down. That is Nick Bosa from out on the edge who worked his way in for the sack. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly. Throwing on 2nd and long. Allen. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And some room to roam now. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find them at the wide receiver position, and that was special there.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
Allen now looks to throw. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown Bills. Gabriel Davis from 21 yards away. And the Bills are on the board first here this afternoon. Allen will try to throw for it. And that is going to be caught. And it moves the lead to 8-0. So what do you make of that? You go on the road, you score the opening drive touchdown, opt to go for 2, and all of a sudden they're up 8-zip.
Yeah, this wasn't a decision that they made right here and right now. They made this decision during the week. Hey, if we get the ball and score right away, let's show them that we feel like we're superior. Go for 2 and really put the pressure on them. Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
Okay, ready? Next. Ready?
Now a play fake. Lance. A quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab it, and that'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 13 yards there and a Niner first. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 4 yards the pickup, first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They'll try and pick it up in McCaffrey. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here.
And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the first quarter. 1 quarter down, 8-0 the score. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. On play action, Lance. That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the 49ers have cut the lead back down to 2. Gold with the extra point, and this is now a 1-point game. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. McKenzie now from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they haven't had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field?
I haven't even had Hustle Cartel come in here. Everybody knows me. Did have a baby. That's right. He had a baby girl. Yeah. Well, all this. Shit.
From the sight that many call the loudest in the NFL. We are inside GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City.
Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Green Bay Packers and the Kansas City Chiefs.
Only 5, but that shit was like the jump off scene. I'm not doing that.
Set to go in a rematch of what would come to be known later as the first Super Bowl. The Chiefs and Packers are underway.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. First play, Mahomes looking to throw it.
And that is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Whip it.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Mahomes going to throw. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. Unfortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And this one is incomplete.
Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense, and it's built for plays like that, forcing that incompletion.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
I'm trying to get out.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Looking for Kelsey there, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Jair Alexander. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one. And let him know he'll be back the very next series.
That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
I'll give them credit for a good read right there because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. And he was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. It's another first down on what will be a gain of 21 yards. You know, I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you can hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here and a seal here, and we run this play right in the alley. That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
On second down, it's Jones. And he's out of bounds This almost gets to the 10. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things.
And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown.
Robert Tonyan.
A 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the Packers are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City.
On is Mason Crosby for the point after. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
That's what she said, eh?
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick.
And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really, it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Thanks to Frank Clark, that play was doomed from the start. What a job defensively. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards.
Hey,
now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Looking for Tonyan on the crosser, and he's got it complete.
What's that? Come out. Yeah. name 5 times and he popped up. That's not the first time I had that. Hold on. Pause. See, now my is red as fuck. Like. Bro, it's too early. Or 12. Bro, I wonder if I think I got it on my Xbox, I think. I need to check it.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Green Bay Packers.
I'll be right there. I'll be that old man.
Mason Crosby of the Packers has it teed up, and off we go from Lambeau. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Oh, my hands are sweating.
First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Hurts sets up to throw it. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Finding space at the 40. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on his ear.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Hurts. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run. As we envision them in offenses, catch the ball, how much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. On 2nd and 12, Hurts. And a quick throw here, that's complete. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Throwing is Hurts. This will be caught at about the 6.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. Now a play fake. Rodgers.
A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon.
And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
Over here.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones.
And he'll get this just across the 25-yard line.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And this will be a Packers first down as he'll take this up to about the 33-yard line.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
On play action, Rodgers.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
There he goes, right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
Well, for the offense, it looked like that drive had the makings of something good. They were starting to hit a groove, but the defense clearly had other ideas, not only to force the turnover, but to handle the scoring themselves.
Yeah, no panic in their eyes, was their partner? Think about it this way. A Hall of Fame coach once told me the best characteristic he liked out of his teams was that they didn't flinch. This group, they got pushed back in an early series, kept their composure, and made a big play that swung the momentum their way.
Elliott good with a PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
What the YouTube?
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick-6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick-6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. A gain of 3, second down.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now Rodgers on the bootleg. Rolling to his right. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Got a man, it's Tunyon. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
They'll go again to Jones. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 13 yards, 1st down, Packers. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now they'll throw with Rodgers.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Darius Slay with a pick.
And the Eagles are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
Partner, there's no other way you could describe it because that was absolutely just gut-wrenching for that offense. They were right on the precipice. Points were available. All they had to do was just fall forward, and they were going to put them up on the board. Instead, a long drive ends in heartbreak and a melancholy trip back to the drawing board. I like it when I go a little bit lyrical for you.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Here's Hurts to throw.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down.
They've looked his way quite a bit, and in my estimation, as well they should.
Well, that's now 5 catches in this 1st half alone.
And he picks up another 1st down. He's been an important part of their offense here early.
And you see the middle? That's where I'm at. I'm in this big old giant middle right here. Hang on.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. He's got room at the 30. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Dallas Goedert, 64 yards.
And the Eagles go up by 2 touchdowns.
Well, if the plan is to come in here and go toe-to-toe with these guys, it certainly does not hurt if you hit them with a big shot along the way, too.
That's got to give them some confidence. And the other thing right now, it quiets this crowd, at least for the time being.
Yeah, that is what is called the intended consequence of their actions.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Bro,
Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. Again, it's Jones. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy is nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
On play action, it's Rodgers. And able to find Allen Lazard. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number one. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And Lazard's got it again. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down. Throwing is Rodgers. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Now Rodgers. The quick slant caught. And it's a Packers touchdown. Aaron Rodgers finding Christian Watson. And the Packers are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel.
Thank you.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. He's got the hook up to Lazard. He's going to be brought down there in the field of play, and the clock will run, no timeouts. They will not have the chance to bring out the field goal unit. So we've reached halftime here, and it's our visitors, the Eagles, leading this one. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Do I did he? You missed some wild shit today, bro. You missed some crazy shit today.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter. Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25.
Hey, do I have your attention?
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, you know, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He lost 4 there, And it's third down.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Excellent play there on third down. Give him 25 yards.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
They'll try the right side with Jones.
Taken down at the 47-yard line.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Now, the pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. Fourth down now. But he was fortunate on that one, not to have another turnover on his ledger.
Rodgers going to go on fourth down. And Rodgers intercepted a third time. 20, 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-six TD.
Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the second half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick six.
I think that's a great observation too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate that those defenders got to add to the lead directly.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Keyshawn Nixon now from his end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Now Rodgers to try again after the pick six.
And this is going to fall to the ground incomplete. That very nearly their fourth pick of the game. Instead, second down.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the third quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down. Now a handoff. Running left is Jones. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense, and know what they say. Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Stop lagging.
Throwing on second down. Rodgers flush to his right.
Throw right side. This is into the hands of the tight end, Tunyon.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That one covers 29 yards. First down. An inside give to Jones.
And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line.
That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
On play action, now Rodgers. This is caught. And the Packers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
I really got to start streaming, though, if I want that supporter badge.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Jones is not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose a couple of yards back to the 3. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. Jones again. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Aaron Jones, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Packers have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Crosby with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
I always say I broke.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Uplifted.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
Another run here with Sanders. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Shotgun snap and then the give to Sanders. 49 yards rushing for him now to this point. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Let's go.
From the 38, Hurts. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. He'll get it inside the 20, and he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Uses the stiff arm. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. From the gun, it's Hurts. This will be caught at about the 5. Touchdown, Eagles. Grant Calcaterra, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles have opened up a 2-touchdown lead in this 4th quarter. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the first. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They fake the give. Now Rodgers.
That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a 1st down.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's 2nd down. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
23 yards the pickup there. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Sliding out of the pocket. And this is incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And now the focus is really clear. They need to get that 1st down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. But that one's going to wind up incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Now Rodgers got to have this one. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with the football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Eagles defense able to hold. Well, they had to take one final shot at the end zone, but now things are looking really bleak.
And I agree with that totally. You had to take the shot if they did score. You know, whether you call it a miracle or not, you line up, onside kick, get the ball back, throw one more in the end zone, who knows? Had to take the chance, it just was unsuccessful.
That one looks like he'll throw here. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Little power on the move that time, but still tackled shy of the 20. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
2nd and 7. Throwing is Hurts.
Over the middle, complete. That's Watkins.
Though, I ain't gonna lie to you.
Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Thank
By
you.
Darnell Savage.
And the Packers will take over possession here up at the 44.
And now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again.
Oh,
Remember,
what up,
two-score
bro?
contest and still time left here in the fourth.
And in the old days, not too long gone either. Throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no, but the way the game...
And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked.
Kaiser White, the former safety, gets the sack.
Chalk that one up to bad acting, I guess, because they certainly failed to sell the handoff, and the pressure stayed keyed in on the quarterback. No Oscar awards for this offense, just a loss of yardage.
I was pissed.
So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles. And never
an
easy thing to do, no matter how good Green Bay is, what the year is, to come into Lambeau and get the victory, but they did it.
You're not just battling the team that you're playing that day. You're not just battling the crowd that's in attendance in that game. You're battling the history of the franchise. You're battling the ghosts that swirl around that place that help spur them on to victory. It is an unbelievable atmosphere, the most historic place in the league, and you have to make sure you stay focused on your task. Otherwise, you can get easily distracted.
Yeah, hats off to them for keeping that laser focus and getting the victory.
Shit. Hey. Yeah. No, I saved that shit though. No, it wasn't that one. Dude, that was like that was a real reaction though. Jersey. I cannot even say.
From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Green Bay Packers and the Kansas City Chiefs. Set to go in a rematch of what would come to be known later as the first Super Bowl. The Chiefs and Packers are underway. We'll see a return here from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. This is Jarek McKinnon. And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field of the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Good coverage on the outside, and I think that's where he wanted to check that down to. But once he saw the danger over there, he just threw that one over everyone's head. Smart play.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll look to pick it up with McKinnon. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on third down. Faced for their first third down conversion opportunity and able to punch it through and pick it up on the ground.
And to me, doing it on the ground sends a different type of a message than throwing the football. And, you know, let's face it, we've done a lot of games together. How often have we seen third down turn into an automatic passing down no matter what the yardage?
Yeah, and last thing you want, that opening drive to go 3 and out. You got everything scripted, lined up. Let's get some points on the board, and they're able to avoid that 3 and out. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
Now, that was a fun one to watch right there. Nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now here's Mahomes. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Hey, 57, 57.
from the 30 on 2nd down. Mahomes, and he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line.
It's Preston Smith. He gets the sack there.
He only gave them an instant to react. It was a classic case of if you blink, you missed him. Off of the line and to the quarterback in just a couple of seconds. Running back only had a moment to react and attempt to throw a block.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd.
To the sideline, he's got the catch, and he kept the feet in bounds. Well done. Mahomes finding Juju there for the Kansas City first.
Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want their body blowers all.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown.
Isaiah Pacheco.
A 21-yard touchdown run.
And the Chiefs get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers.
Looking for Tunyon on the crosser, and he's got it complete.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one goes for 24 yards.
Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention. Oh, I see you nodding your head along with me, partner, because it's pretty obvious what they were trying to do there on the drag route. With his speed, they're hoping he can turn the corner and maybe take this to the house. But that was excellent work defensively to make sure once he caught it, he wasn't going anywhere.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Chargers now on first down. That's complete right side to Lazard. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and they'll be left with second and a couple.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. That's good for 28 yards. First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Now Jones. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. One of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you could darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. This is 3rd and goal. This Chiefs defense, they're giving it all they got. Here's Rodgers to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And he's got his man. Touchdown, Green Bay. It's Allen Lazard. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Packers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. The kick is through the uprights to tie this game, but hang on a second. We do have a flag. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
I want to play. I just messed.
Mahomes now on first down. This incomplete to Mecole Hardman. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Call that a very strong gain of 24. From the gun, they will run with McKinnon. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That's a nice job there, foiling what all offenses try to do, which is control the defensive end in the running game. They want to get to the outside, and if he keeps himself free, stays on his feet, he can make a play just as he did there.
A minute 55 left to go in the first half of play. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Mahomes. Going up top. He's got a man. Complete. On 3rd and 10, they go flying past the marker and get nearly 40 yards. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover him. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Here again is McKinnon. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Jerick McKinnon. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. So, partner, it was a passing game that drove them down the field, but when they get close, they trust that man in the backfield, and he took them home.
And they trust their offensive line as well, because so many of these units, they specialize in either pass protection or run blocking. This group shows its versatility and gets both done on this drive.
Extra point by Butker is on target,
and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Rodgers. And the Chiefs are going to get him. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play-action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
After the sack on 1st down, Rodgers.
He has it complete to Christian Watson. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 29-yard line. On play action, it's Rodgers.
Open man left side, it's the tight end, Tunyon.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can give those linebackers a freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
He's got the hook up with Dobbs. And the Packers are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the 3rd quarter.
Keyshawn Nixon now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Well, Charles, we saw pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the 2nd quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
At this point in the game and the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps and soon.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Rodgers. Throw left side complete. That's Jones. And almost, but not quite. Needed 10. He got 9. 4th down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the 1st down. Now to be 4th and short.
Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. Able to find Lazard. And he is going to have a Packers 1st down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To throw, it's Rodgers. And Jones has it over the middle. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer 1st down.
Lagging like a bitch.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They've not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. This is caught. It's Christian Watson. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 28. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the 1st half. And that trend is continuing here.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
I just got to split up and keep it running.
On play action, Rodgers.
Come on.
Got a man, that's Lazard. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
And I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the 3rd quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the 1st and goal.
Up the middle, Jones. And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at 2nd and goal.
It's largely been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now is where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. They'll try again with Jones. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Aaron Jones taking it in from a yard out. And the Packers have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the 3rd.
I'm working on my...
Extra point try now for Crosby. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
I try to stream as much as I can. I work 7...
So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback.
It's been interesting, YB. You missed the shit today. You missed the shit today, bro. It was interesting. Everybody came in.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset
Oh my
from
God.
an offensive perspective, because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown.
Oh, this guy's name is Jay Fleck.
And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Nixon now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter. Went down, got the touchdown at half the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago. And we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They got a bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up. And that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
On play action. Now Rodgers.
That one caught downfield by Watson.
And now the rookie's free. Touchdown, Packers.
Everybody came in, man.
For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
Yeah, the final tally, as told by Next Gen Stats, he hit 21.5 miles per hour. Whoa. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone.
And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
People looking, bro.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
2nd and 5 now. Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. And here's a handoff out of the gun.
And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Mahomes going to throw. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there, because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack.
And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
But just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with it or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
11 yards there, just like last play.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got it first and goal, looking to take the lead here in the late going. On first down, McKinnon again. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Preston Smith picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. Third and goal. Mahomes. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs.
Juju Smith-Schuster on a touchdown pass from Patrick Mahomes. And the Chiefs answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the fourth.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock and I'm thinking there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced a 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence. Hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Nixon now from his end zone.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive. So we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
To throw is Rodgers.
And he'll let this go deep from Lazard.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Juan Thornhill.
And the Chiefs have just about sewn up this football game. Well, they tried to take their shot right there, but the ball hung up a little too long, and it's intercepted.
And when you describe trying to take their shot right there, usually the ball has to be thrown on a little bit more of a line. You just mentioned it. The ball hung up there. The reaction time of the defenders, they win the day and intercept it.
A pass complete downfield. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he'll be forced out of bounds on the other side of the field.
A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now Mahomes. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick.
And the Packers are going to get it back here just past the 35.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a stupid for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now. For Rodgers to throw. And his ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime.
Yes, sir, that touchdown puts him in striking distance. And let me tell you something, forget being conservative here. Go for it, go for two.
Well, going for it on the road. Want to win it right now?
Want to win it right now, have the momentum, go ahead and get it done.
And now they're going to go for two and a possible win as this crowd rises to make things difficult. One final try for Rodgers. We've seen this before. And they don't get it. It's incomplete. They gambled for the win, and they trail by one here in the final moments. And the Chiefs have got it. And with that, they should have a victory as well. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. The home field advantage, that can help fuel all of what happened for them down the stretch. A huge win.